zero, so the Orks don't know that the Blood Angels are coming. It's night fighting first turn, and all the Orks move randomly, so I can't see where the Blood Angels are unless they come within 6 inches of a unit. So if they're less more than 6 inches away, they can't be seen by the Orks. The only other way that they can be seen is if they shoot at a unit. If the Blood Angels shoot a unit, and there's another unit within 6 inches of the unit that has been shot, that unit can also see the Blood Angels that shot at them. But for movement, to make it fair, they don't know where the Blood Angels are, obviously because I can see where they are, but my army can't. They're going to be rolling the scatter dice for movement, and they have to move on a turn that they can't see. And they will move in a random direction. And they also have to, and they will move in a random direction. And they also have to run. If they then don't come within 6 inches of an enemy unit, they have to run. And if I roll a hit on the scatter dice, then they'll run the same direction that they move. So if I roll the arrow, so in the Blood Angels turn 1, the flyer zoom with the landing impact, and down there, shoot the Inferno boys with its Hellstrike missiles, Typhoon missiles, and killed 3. I took a leadership check and all that, not passed. And moved it into squad of Gretchen and now alert because they're within 6 inches of that unit.
Orks turn 1.
Orks, end of turn 1. These guys are alert, so they've just tried to leg it into the cover a bit and get a bit of cover. And the Burner boys, they're also alert to what's happened, so they've just run into the crater to try and get a bit of cover, get their heads down. These guys didn't have a clue what was going on, and they moved and then ran this way. These Burner boys also haven't got a clue what's going on, so they've just hopped over the fence and they're just having a wander around on their little look. And the Gretchen over by the shrine, they don't really know what's going on. They look like they do. So they've just run into the shrine, and these guys didn't really do a lot. These troops just sort of moseying on around over here. End of Orks turn 1. End of Blood Angels turn 2. So the flyer moved forward and one unit of the assault Marines disembarked in the Dreadnought. Dreadnought wiped out a unit of Gretchen with the Flamer, killed 8, then charged in, killed 1 more in the assault, and then he overran them, so the squad of Gretchen are gone. And the assault Marines jumped down and killed the remaining 3 Burner boys with just their shooting attacks. So it's first blood to the Blood Angels. And that's the end of our Orks turn 2. And the Orks are shitting themselves. They're running, dropped, did a quick jump over the wall, moved full cover, rolled a 6, lovely. Jumped behind the line, shot at the assault marines and took out 1 assault marine. And the other alert squad of Gretchen got shot at, they fled inside the building and have joined the Psyker there, the weird boy on the relic. So they're 1 unit now. These guys just didn't really know what they were doing, they just ran forward a little bit. And these guys, I don't know where they're going, but they're running off the table at the moment. And that's the end of Orks turn 2. Blood Angels, end of turn 3 for the Blood Angels. And these guys jumped forwards, took out the pot shots at the Gretchen behind the Aegis line, took out a few. These guys disembarked, hand flamered the majority of the Gretchen. They passed their leadership on a leadership check of 5, and then they charged in and wiped out the remaining 3, I think it was. And then they consolidated 3 inches up. The Dreadnought embarked back onto the Stormraven gunship, and it's still in hover mode there. And Gabriel Seth has just disembarked and moved up to the base of the shrine. The Blood Angels see their opportunity. The gate is wide open. They're going in to see if this relic really does exist. Can the Orks stop them? So, end of Orks turn 3. And these boys are still doing nothing. They don't know what's going on. But the unit that was in the shrine has now gone. The weird boy manifested that jump, and he has jumped with the relic and his unit all the way across the board, and he's over here with the relic trying to escape the onslaught of the Blood Angels. He was hoping to get close to a few of his boys to let them know what was going on, but he didn't manage it. And these burner boys still not aware of the impending doom that awaits them from the Blood Angels' force. On to turn 4, see if the Blood Angels can get that relic. End of Blood Angels, turn 4, and the relic has been dropped by the weird boy who's fleeing, got shot by the thunder. The Blood Angels flyer killed all of his unit, and he did 2 amazing lookout sirs, but it wasn't enough for him to break morale. He's running back towards his table edge, straight into the path of the Blood Angels. And these guys still haven't seen what's going on here. Hopefully they can rally around him and save the weird boy and get that relic. Let's see what the Blood Angels do in Orc turn 4. So end of Orcs turn 4, it's not looking good. The weird boy ran back, got off his psychic powers, and he failed with 5 dice with Orc Charge 2 for Power Vomit on the Marines, and he rolled 1-4. These guys, the burner boys, they ran up, and finally they've come up and they might be doing something. And the big squad still not alert. The next turn, turn 5, message will get back to them and they will be aware of what's going on, and maybe they can do something. Let's see what happens in Blood Angels turn 5. Can they get that relic? So Blood Angels swooped in, disembarked from the flyer, seized the relic and shot the weird boy, and all the burner boys are all gone. So the Blood Angels had the relic, but the flyer, trying to stem the tide of the boys, has shot at them, which has alerted them to their presence. Can the last 15 remaining boys do anything? I very much doubt it, but let's see Orcs turn 4. Orcs, end of turn 4. Finally, they got shot at and they were alert. They called a war, they ran. They made an 11-inch charge to GABRIEL SETH, just the other side of that Aegis defence line, through difficult terrain. They needed 9, they made an 11, so they got the 2-inch really difficult. Got into combat. GABRIEL SETH slew 5 of the Orcs in the combat. The Orcs overran him, putting on 8 wounds. The Nod didn't wound once, but 8 wounds was just too many, and he failed 4. He went down in the combat. The Orcs have consolidated 6 inches, now with a bloodthirsty rage, so they're going to charge down these Blood Angels and hopefully catch them. But we'll see what happens in turn 5, Blood Angels. That's it, end of turn 5 and end of the game. The Blood Angels, with their overwhelming power, firepower, flamers came in, took out most of the squad of Orcs. They challenged the Knob with his sergeant, and they both killed each other in a crazy challenge, but the Blood Angels in the end were victorious. The flyer took out, with his las cannon, took out the mega armoured war boss. Just one shot, doubled him out. And the assault marines that were holding the relic embarked on the transport, and it just shuffled back 6 inches, so they're safe and sound in the transport with the relic. The warlords have both been slain, so we shall see what happens. The Blood Angels have found and secured the relic. They now have the Battle of Sanguiniuses. We'll see what happens. Turn out to be true. So we're going to roll off to see what happens to the major characters, the warlords in this game. So we've got GABRIEL SETH and the mega armoured Orc. So if the mega armoured Orc doesn't come back, then he can't alert his friends. So in the next battle, they're going to be seriously disadvantaged. But if he survives, he can get back and he can alert the rest of the Orc forces that the Blood Angels are trying to escape with the relic. And GABRIEL SETH, if he comes back, that'll be a great morale boost to the rest of the Blood Angels. So we're going to roll off on the damage table for the characters. If you roll a 1, nothing happens to them. Roll a 2 or a 3, they're going to be minorly wounded. Just means they lose 1 wound off their profile. If you roll a 4 or a 5, they're going to be majorly wounded. They'll lose 1 wound and 1 ballistic skill and 1 leadership and 1 weapon skill off their profile. If you roll a 6, they'll be dead. Let's see what happens for the Orc boss. The 2, he's minorly wounded, so he loses just 1 wound in his profile. And for Gabriel Seth, he was slain in the combat. He goes down. The Blood Angels are going to be seriously disadvantaged in the next battle.